Yes, indeed. These are the days. The first record I heard from my special guest in the house tonight, I know he's got an album imminent called Only When We're Naked. Zak Abel, welcome along to you, man.
Hello.
You just made it, you just made it.
I did. I was in the studio just now.
Yeah.
And sorry I'm late.
You know, no, it's all good, it's all good. You know what, because what we've done was like, alright, so the first hour, we'll get into conversation with you, play some cuts from the album, and then like bank holidays, we always do like a little old school special.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So we take it back and play some Maxwell's and, you know, just D'Angelo, a bit of that. But we've just changed it around, so it's all good, no problem. And I know you're busy, so thank you for coming down.
Thanks for having me.
Do you know what I mean? What was you vocalise? What was you putting down? Anything that we can discuss?
Potential feature.
Yeah,
that's all I can
potential
say.
feature. It's a feature.
In case they don't like it, I don't want to say, yeah, I did this one. They're like, no, you didn't, mate.
Okay, so
yeah.
So exciting, no?
Yeah. I'm buzzing.
Well, it's great to see you, man.
Good to be here, man.
So listen, the last time I've just got some notes here. The last time you came in, you were literally going in the studio to make your album. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
You was going in, and now the album's done.
The album is done.
All finished,
completed,
all ready to go.
Mixed, mastered.
Yeah, mixed, mastered, and ready to go.
It's
okay,
ready.
so and you've also, since we've seen you, you've sold out headline shows, Notting Hill Arts, which we came to, absolutely amazing.
Thank you,
small spot, actually you couldn't move in there.
No, it was very sweaty.
Yeah, it was sweaty.
Yeah.
Sweaty place anyway. And then Scala as well. You smashed the Scala.
Thank you very much.
So well done for that. Over 10 million streams.
This is true.
Of Unstable.
Yeah.
On Spotify alone.
Yes, this is true.
How wicked is that? You're chuffed, aren't you? So how do you feel about that, man?
Yeah, I am chuffed. Yeah, I mean, in the past I didn't really take that much notice of you know, streams and stuff, but when you do get, I think it's on like 16 million now.
Wow.
And it's just an amazing feeling knowing that so many people have listened to your song, and also when they, you know, they tweet you and message you on Instagram and stuff, like it makes you feel good and it makes you feel useful as a human being.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm proud of us right here on the Big R&B Show, because we picked up on that record. We were a fan of yours anyway, so when we heard it, was like, this tune is bad. Everything about it, the vocal production, the vibe of it, it's summer, just felt summer.
Thank you very
had
much.
summer written all over it. Some of the other stations, I'm not going to lie, have been slow to pick up on it, but better late than never. But I think, would you say that Spotify has kind of, you know, because Spotify obviously with the streams, you know, the figures speak for themselves. So has the other stations, with the exception of us, kind of had to follow suit with Spotify? Would you say that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
It's been a slow burner for you. The record's been out a while.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for the thought processes of you know, other radio stations, but the ones that have supported me, I'm extremely grateful for, and I just hope that more radio stations support me, because it's so important, you know, in terms of, you know, reaching more people and yeah.
Diplomatic.
PC.
Yeah.
Hashtag PC.
So listen, the video, you shot the video in Cape Town, is that right?
That is right, yeah.
Talk to us about the video, because I'm watching the video,
yeah,
and I'm listening to the words, I'm listening to the lyrics, and I don't... You need to tell me about it. How does it work? Explain it for those that kind of...
Are we talking about the meaning of the video?
The meaning of the video, yeah.
Okay, so the song is about instability. It's about my own instability.
Right.
It's about letting people that you love down, and kind of being aware of that and not wanting to let people down. And it's about someone that I love, and I kind of let that person down a little bit. And basically, yeah, just me owning up and saying, like, I don't want to let you go. I just want to let you know. But with the video, like, me and a guy called Meji, who's a director, we wanted to kind of broaden it out a little bit, and he wanted to focus on the instability of youth. And so we had a couple of different characters. There's a guy called Olumide, I hope that's how you pronounce it. And he was the guy who was kind of on his own, and he was kind of focusing on the instability of, like, solitude. And then you had a group of, like, teenagers who were skating and kind of acting recklessly. And so basically you had loads of different characters all portraying some sort of instability. And so, yeah, I'm happy with it, man.
Okay, okay.
It's a coincidence.
So it's telling like a few kind of... It's the thought processes of a few different people.
Yeah, for sure. I think I wouldn't say I'm a video director at all. So I think I was quite happy to let someone else have their creative input on it. And
you was just quite happy to go and film it in Cape Town.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I was going on holiday there anyway because I have a friend there, and I literally never ever take holidays. I was like, you know what? I've done the record. Let me go on holiday. And then they're like, my label was like, do you reckon we could film the music video out there and take one of your holiday days? And I was like, yeah, right. Cool. So yeah, that's what we did basically.
Oh, wicked. Well, shall we play it?
Let's do it.
It's a massive record for us. We're still running it on our playlist. You know
Thank
what I
you
mean?
very much.
We're loving the record. So, got Zak Abel in the building. We're going to play this one. We've got that tune rolling in the background as well.
Yeah,
remember that one?
It's kind of putting me to sleep a little bit. It's
what?
hypnotising.
Is it? No,
yeah.
No, bad tune. Right, let's get into this one. Unstable. I've got my man Zak in the house. We'll talk about the album Only When We're Naked. That's next.
You're up, I'm just getting in. So rough, where I've been. Your eyes staring
where it came from.
Please. I'm busting a sweat.
Because it wasn't here before. Now it's playing when I was saying you to come in.
Oh, it's there's worse things to smell of, trust me.
I know you deserve
Did you absolutely love
someone to give you all the things that I could
Food
never.
was so cheap and so good as well. Admittedly, it was unbelievable. So like the weather was amazing. I think everything was so cheap, admittedly, because of the ridiculous amount of inequality. As a tourist, I didn't have to pay as much. So, but definitely it's beautiful.
My best mate lives out there. The first time I went out was like 10 years ago. We were going on a night out. It was
You're just getting in.
so I'd like
So tough, two wrongs never win. Your hand pressed against my skin. There's no time to become
So cheap.
frustrations on hold. Cause you don't know the life that
I've never
I
been
know.
anywhere where you're like
Standing straight, but I'm off the wall. You need love, but I need my soul. I know you deserve better. Someone to give you all the things
Travel
that I
around
could
Cape Town.
never.
I didn't really want to go anywhere else.
I love to be the one that stays with you
Johannesburg's quite dangerous. So that's why it's sticky. Is it good?
Could you live in South Africa? Seriously? So how you go? We'll talk to the album. Push back to
Life's to find a way to come between us.
That's not my doing. No, it's me.
We talk about it.
Close to done. I hate to be your one and only weakness. Cause I know you
I just can't wait to hear it. What have you just want to hear it?
want to give you all the
Rock
things that I
bottom.
could never.
I see this. What was that? Maybe
The
not
one
more.
that stays with you forever.
It's so long ago.
I don't wanna let you go.
Was that the title track? Yeah.
I know
Because we was going to
you
do a session as well. We're building a studio 3, so I'm hoping to kind of go to it to come and do it. But we're near the time. That's what I'm
I don't wanna let you go. I just think that you should know I'm unstable. I'm unstable.
I missed one. Just give me a shout.
I'm unstable.
That tune, man, Unstable. There's a remix out there
There
featuring
is.
Malik Berry as well. It's
true,
really
yeah.
nice. So congratulations on that record, mate. It's
Thank you very
so
much.
good.
Thank you.
Must have been a proper buzz coming out of the studio knowing that you had that little,
It was.
that little number.
For sure. Like we did the vocal the same day that we wrote it. So it's a demo vocal that was on the track.
Right.
And there was 4 of us in the room, and we were all kind of just talking about our feelings and how we were all letting people down. And it was like a group kind of like sharing our feelings session.
Okay.
And It was good. Yeah.
In this game, it's inevitable that you're gonna let people down because of time frames. You wouldn't have been letting us down, but I was half expecting a phone call saying, "Yeah, we haven't finished this vocal yet." Do you know what I mean? No, it's just the way it is. No, seriously, it's just the way it is. The game is the game, isn't it?
I told Mel, I told my manager, and it's not my fault that the message didn't get passed on.
No, but I'm just glad that you're here. It's a beautiful thing. Right, so listen, the album Only When We're Naked.
Yes.
I blush slightly when I say that title.
I'm blushing right now.
Are you?
Yeah. It's just the way you're saying it.
It's just, that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to say it without kind of, making it sound like it probably isn't. The meaning of it. What is the meaning of that?
The meaning comes from a song I wrote called Only When We're Naked, which is about being real and unfiltered and emotionally naked, I suppose, with someone. Or, in a way, it's a song to people listening to my music, that I want to be naked with them. Like, I want to be completely unfiltered and honest. And after I wrote that song, I realised that needed to be the title for the whole album, because that's what I want to represent in my music.
Okay. Okay, but you can understand how it might be perceived as,
I don't know what you're talking about.
You see his face now. It's just like, I don't know why I'm blushing about saying the word naked. I feel like I'm about 14 years old at school or so and just laughing.
It is a very naughty word.
It is a naughty word, isn't it?
It is very naughty. Yeah, I mean, there are some physical connotations in there as well, which are to be included within the meaning.
Okay.
I'm not denying that.
All right. So what other subject matter have you written about on there? Have you written about love? Have you written about, is it all self-expression? And, what have you tackled on there?
So I've tackled many things throughout the album. One song which I'm particularly proud of is a song called Deserve to Be Loved. Mm-hmm. And it's about how, for a long time, I was afraid of committing to something, or, afraid of being loved, and I didn't feel as though I was worthy. And the song's about saying, actually, I am worthy, I do deserve to be loved, and we all deserve to be loved. And that song is a song which I'm really proud of, and I can stand behind, and I'm happy that it's on the album. So yeah, that one's called Deserve to Be Loved. There's another song called Awakening, which is about overcoming, I suppose, negative states of mind or depression or something, and finally feeling as though you're alive again and you've woken up. Yeah. There's a lot.
You've tackled a lot, because you're a young man at the end of the day as well. I mean, how old are you?
22.
22 now.
Yeah.
So you're expressing all this on record. I mean, has that been difficult for you, or is it therapeutic? Or
it's both. It's therapeutic because the stuff on my album is written by me from my perspective. So I suppose it's quite selfish in a way to put all that on record, and because it feels so good to do. But at the same time, I want people to relate to it as well. That's really important to me as a musician. I want my music to be shared with other people, and I want them to resonate with it, so that when it comes to the live shows and when they're listening at home, they feel somewhat as though they belong in this world which we're all trying to make sense of. I think that's important to me. Do
you know what? Again, power to you, because the best music, I think, is written like that. It's written from the heart. It's written from personal experiences. If it's written from a place that you've had to dig deep to sort of express, you know what I mean? Those are the most powerful albums I feel out there. Songwriters kind of being able to express that.
Those are the artists that have inspired me. Where you really believe that the person who's singing is telling the truth, and that they're trying to dig deep within themselves and make something useful out of, whether it's positive or negative emotions. Otherwise, I think music's kind of useless.
Yeah. And obviously, you hope to kind of connect with someone that may have gone through the same experiences or similar experiences to you.
Yeah, I think that's the point. That's the point of art, whether it's music or film or paintings and stuff. It's about telling a story that other people will be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, maybe I can incorporate some of my own life into this. Maybe this will help me make sense of a situation I've been through recently, or the situation that I went through recently wasn't that unique. Actually, it's quite common. Okay, I don't feel as lonely, you know?
Yeah, yeah. All right, listen, we're going to go to a little break and then we're going to come back. We're going to play another track. The only other track that I've got from the album, it features Wretch 3-2.
Yes.
Rock Bottom. That feels like you've dug really deep with that one.
Yeah,
but, you know, let's play the record and hopefully you'll be able to tell us what that's about. Okay, all right. Short break. It's Mi-Soul. It's the Big R&B Show. Zak Abel in the house. More from him next.
The Big R&B Show with Ronnie Herel.
Mi-Soul.
Zak, that record is too good, man.
Thank you very much.
Rock Bottom, that's coming on the forthcoming album, Only When We're Naked. See, I said it normally that time. Now you've explained it.
You did well.
I was thinking, man, it's gonna be some hot explanation for that album, like. You know what I mean? But no, it's cool. It's cool.
Thanks, man.
So that Rock Bottom featuring Wretch 3-2. Love that collaboration. He's like, for me, one of the most. I think he's underrated. I mean, you know what I mean? A lot of people that know about the hip hop and stuff, they know about him. But I just think he should get a lot more credit for what he's done.
I think lyrically he's just unbelievable.
Absolutely. He sounds great on that.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
So tell us about that. I mean, that's another place you've dug. Feels like you've dug deep in your soul.
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. Well, I literally did hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
About a year ago, and then just kind of the song. The song is about, I suppose, making a choice to be positive and optimistic about life, and that's because I think that in any situation there's always a positive perception that you can always have at any given time, and I think happiness is a choice, and yeah, that's basically what the song's about for me. Yeah, the song was initially for Wretch's album, actually, the one that just came out. Yeah, and for whatever reason, it didn't make his album, and I just had a hook on it. And then when it didn't make his album, I was like, you know what? Let's try and make something of this song. So I wrote 2 verses, changed the hook a little bit, added a post-chorus, and then Wretch then wrote some new lyrics to fit in with the topics that I was talking about, and. Yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out.
Yep, sounding amazing, absolutely amazing. All right, well, so listen, I don't know if one of the reasons you said you hit rock bottom probably a year ago, but I know this album's been sort of pushed back, it's been scheduled, it's been pushed back. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. A lot of people may think that, you know, because you sign and you've got a major label deal, it's all, you know, hunky-dory and everything. It can be difficult, right?
Yeah, of course it can be. I think on the one hand, being signed to a major label is a huge opportunity and not to be dismissed. At the same time, there's many ways you can, you know, make music. There's many ways you can be successful, and I didn't really know what mine was for a long time. I didn't know how to make an album. I always wanted to make an album, but it was quite a daunting thing. You know, my debut album, and so for a long time, that I was kind of in like a limbo state, and then I just started having fun with music again, and decided, found a direction, working with some really cool people. There's a guy called Sky Adams who produced basically the whole album, and just worked with people that I really liked, and then started feeling great.
That's good. That's
I made
good,
an album that I like.
Really, really happy. And you just said you've worked with Sky Adams, you worked with Kaytranada beforehand, and people like Tom Misch. Any of those guys in a pipeline to do anything in the future with? Are they featured on the album at all? Anyway?
No, not Kaytranada and not Tom Misch. I love what Tom Misch just put out though. He did like a 5-day, he called it 5-day Mishathon, where he had 5 days and whatever he made in those 5 days got released. So he had 5 different artists. Wow. And yeah, I'm not plugging him now. No, but like, yeah, it was family, so sick. There's a tune with Novelist, there's a tune with Will Hurd. I'm gonna forget someone, but anyway, really, really good stuff.
There seems to be a few projects like that. I don't know if you've heard of that playlist thing. The playlist with the magnificent DJ Jazzy Jeff. Just was like he sort of gave a middle finger. Him and a few other people gave a middle finger to the industry and said, like, we're going to put this project out in 7 days.
Yeah.
So him, Eric Robeson, Eric Lau, people like Glenn Lewis, all on it. Made the album. Literally got together, wrote, produced, finished the album, mastered it, and released it within 7 days.
Right.
It's crazy.
Is it good?
Yeah. It doesn't sound like it's 7 days work anyway.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think a lot of the time you do waste time like thinking, like overthinking stuff. So yeah.
Well, let's get back to your album.
Cool.
It's been pushed back. It's coming out in July now.
This is true.
It's frustrating, right? Or
I just want people to hear it.
Yeah. So why has it been pushed back? What's the situation?
It's a good question. I think a lot of it is to do with something to do with pushing Unstable in Germany, something like that, and waiting for someone to be like, yeah, I really, really like it, and then. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really understand it. I try and stay out of stuff like that.
Right,
just make the music.
Just make the music.
Yeah.
I should imagine you probably on album 2 now.
I've already started. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's important to keep it going because also, just because the album's done doesn't mean the ideas have stopped, and I still have stuff to say. So yeah, I'm keeping going.
I think you just documented on your Insta. You've been recording at Abbey Road Studios, the legendary studios there. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that been going? What is that album 2 stuff? Or
it could be. I don't know. Just did a session at one of their new studios called the Gatehouse, and that was with a guy called JD Reed. Yeah, really talented producer. And let's see where the song goes.
And you talk to us about the is it 30 second covers? What's that about?
So yeah, I just wanted to have a bit of fun on the old social media, and so I started doing these 30-second covers of songs that I liked, or that people suggested, no more than 30 seconds, and just started doing it every Friday at 6, and then people seemed to like it, so I just carried on really.
What have you done so far?
What have I done so far? I did When the World Is On Your Shoulder.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah, with a guy called Bradley from the Vamps, which was very, very fun. He's got so many fans, and they're all like hitting me up afterwards, being like, "Yo, that's amazing!" I was like, "Cheers, Bradley."
So is that an opportunity for you to do cover versions of stuff that you wouldn't ordinarily just go and record?
Yeah, exactly. Because obviously, I would love to cover so many songs on the album, but I don't want to do a covers album. So it was kind of like an outlet for me to just cover songs that I'm into, and also just obviously I'm releasing music, but there's a big gap in between when I release music, and so fans are like, I want to hear some more stuff. So this is kind of something to just keep them going, I suppose, in between new music.
I mean, like, you're obviously using your social media platform as the gateway to making sure that your fans are aware that you're still out there, you're still making music.
Exist.
I mean, how important is that for you? I mean, like, is that something that you would advocate for other up and coming artists and stuff as well?
Yeah, 100%. I think social media is so important, especially now when there's so much noise like going on all the time. Unfortunately, you kind of have to be on your social media all the time. If it was up to me, I'd probably, being as lazy as I am, I'd probably just stick to the music and then not do any of it. But at the same time, it is quite fun, and it feels good when people message you and stuff. And
I mean, does it detract from the actual studio work? Could it sometimes you'd be kind of thinking about a vocal and then you'd be like, oh, I better put something on Insta?
I think it depends what we deem to be real life. Is social media real life? Like, is it real? It's virtual, isn't it?
I guess it is.
You could say it is a distraction. But at the same time, some amazing opportunities have come from social media. Like the Kate Trinada song I did called Say Something came from social media. So, like, I hit him up on Twitter and it came that way. So, sometimes some real tangible things come from a virtual social media.
Absolutely, no, I hear that. And what about direction musically? Before you go and get some rest, because I know you've had a long shift. Musically, are you keeping it soulful? Are you kind of exploring other avenues? I don't know.
For sure. There's of course there's a theme of soul kind of running throughout the whole thing, because like 70s funk and soul was like my foundations, I suppose. But at the same time, I really wanted to experiment with some other styles with this album. I think it's probably more poppy than anything I've made in the past.
Okay.
At the same time, I watched a Fela Kuti documentary about a year and a half ago, and it was talking about how he was super influenced by high life music, and so I started listening to a load of high life music about a year and a half ago, and so there's a big high life influence, like the guitars on Unstable, that like I really wanted to just muck around with that.
It definitely felt like there was African rhythms in there, and of course you got Malik Berry on there as well, who's the Afrobeat star.
Yeah. I think some amazing music has come out of West Africa, especially. Oh,
well, listen, I can't wait to hear it. Let's not put it back again, eh?
I hope so. I just want people to hear it, man.
I'm going to ask you to commit to... do you know what? Like,
don't think.
I don't ask you to. No, you can't commit to what the record company wants to do. They want to do, and that's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, keep making the music, man. I'd ask you to commit though to coming and doing a little live acoustic session for us, because
I'd love to.
maybe more the time of the album if it comes end of July. I've been told it's end of July now, so that'd be really nice to get
I'd
you.
love to come.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Fantastic. All right, well, listen, good luck with everything. Have you got any shows that you want to tell the Mi-Soul listeners, your fans about? Because obviously we've been playing your record, so you've got a lot of fans that listen to you.
Thank you very much. There's festivals in the summer. I think I'm doing Secret Garden Party, Witchwood, something like that. I've never heard of that one before. Truck Fest, something like that. And also, more importantly, not more, but equally as
is that a load of truckers?
Equally as important, there's going to be a headline show towards September, October time. So yeah,
I want to come and see you because I've seen you quite a lot. I've seen you over when you did the Hoxton Bar. That was wicked.
Thank you very much.
You had
Paloma Faith.
Paloma Faith
come.
Yeah. That was amazing. That was a really lovely show, and saw you at the Notting Hill Arts as well. It was brilliant. I missed the Scala one because I was away, but I'll definitely want to come and check you next time.
Yeah,
do you know what
I
mean? And lastly, how can people keep abreast of everything you're doing, your movements, your Insta, your 30-second covers, all of that? How can they get in touch?
So you can follow me on Instagram. It's Zak Abel Music, ZAKABEL Music. On Twitter, it's @Zak Abel, and in Facebook, I don't know, but just type in Zak Abel and it will probably come up.
Zak, thank you so much for coming in, man. Always a real pleasure to see you.
Man.
We're going to play Running For Myself.
Cool.
I still love that record. It still sounds funky.
It's one of my favourite songs I've made.
Is that going on the album?
No. It's all new stuff.
That's all new stuff.
Everything's new, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, listen, thanks for coming down. See you again very, very soon.
Cool, man.
Top man.
Let's go! Mi-Soul.